My name is Mr. Eric Nolan. My name is Eric Nolan. But check this out.
Tell you about Eric Nolan. I started singing when I was around 4 years old. I got interested watching this show called The Ken Hawkins Show. Back in the day, it was a show that came on like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I used to sneak and watch it while my mother went to sleep. And I saw all kind of groups like the Manhattans, Whispers, Temptations, Four Tops, all these groups, and James Brown. I even saw like Sam and Dave, all of these acts. And I just fell in love with just singing. Then I wanted to perform. I wanted to sing and perform. And so what I used to do was I used to get this chair, and I used to put it next to my mother's table. And I would step up on the chair and to get on the table, and the table was my stage. I'm dancing on this table. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to until I started getting whoopings. When my mother would come home, then I would my mother would be like, who been dancing on, who been on my table? I'd be like, not me, of course. Well, of course, they knew it was me. I had scarred the table with my shoes and all that kind of stuff. So Eric Nolan is basically a guy who loves, I love singing. I love entertainment. I love every aspect about entertainment. I'm very, what's the word, astute. I'm very analytical when it comes to music and the music business. So Eric Nolan is basically a person that's in love with music. I've been doing it for a while, man. I've been doing it ever since I could remember to talk. I'm a God-fearing man. I'm afraid of God. I'm a believer of God. I believe everything is in its own time. I think that no matter how bad I want this, I know it's at God's speed. And I know that I have to wait till God says, you're ready, and here, I'm gonna put you in this position. You just have to be ready. Opportunity, situation. So I have to keep doing what I'm doing so that when that time comes, I'm ready for it. That's what I believe. So I'm waiting on God, but I'm preparing myself at the same time. You can't fight a fight if you haven't trained or prepared yourself. So when they call you for the big fight, sometimes they call you at the spur of the moment because somebody else dropped out of the fight, so now they need a fighter. You gotta be ready. You can't get ready. You gotta be ready. And that's who I am. I'm the person that's gonna be ready. When God calls me and says, it's your turn now, I'm gonna be ready. Right now, I sing with a group called the Ojays.
The guy in the middle, we call him the boy wonder. His name is Mr. Eric Nolan Grant. Make him feel it all, huh?
And never thought that I would be an OJ. I thought that I would have a singing group to take the place of the Ojays. I put together a singing group to take the place of the Ojays when they got tired or when they weren't doing it anymore. When it's just us three, we the only three we rely on. I rely on them two rely on me. Walter rely on me and Eddie. Eddie relies on me and Walter, and I rely on them too. But it's just us. And we formed such a bond and a respect for each other and each other's craft that they literally encourage me to do this solo thing. They encourage me. They're behind me 110% to do what I'm doing as a solo artist, because they feel like that's just going to strengthen us. If I can become successful, if Eddie can do some stuff that's successful by himself, and Walter does some things by himself that's successful, it strengthens us as a unit. And so I'm in one of the best situations that I could ever have been in. I have a single called Reminds Me, a single called I Miss You. I have a single called #OMW, which is short for On My Way. I have another single out called #IML, which is short for In My Life. Now I put out this one single. It didn't really catch on fire, but it was a cool single. I got a single out called Cologne, but it was more of an R&B. It took me, I kind of like took it away from my original genre. So the songs, Reminds Me did really well. On My Way, I think, did the most. In My Life is catching up to On My Way. I Miss You did all right. The Mood Swing CD that I did is doing pretty good. It's cool. But On My Way and Reminds Me has been probably my most successful singles. But we're still, In My Life, it's still kind of like climbing. So hopefully that will surpass what I did in the past. Searching in my life, it's just perfect in my life. Only sunshine in my life, doing just fine in my life. In a dream, sometimes it's like I'm in a dream, but nobody there but her and me. Paradise, in her I found paradise. I would walk 10 million miles just to look in her eyes. Can't imagine how it would be without you. In my life. Wonder how I would live without you. Eric Nolan dates, they're going pretty good. I'm actually surprised because I was one of the ones that weren't ready to do live performances just yet because I didn't feel like anyone knew me. But when I did my first date at Blues Alley in Washington, D.C. by myself, and the place sold out on a Monday. So I was like, oh, I do have a fan base. Some people have heard my songs. The reception has been pretty good, me doing these dates. I'm very surprised. I'm very grateful, but I'm very surprised that people have taken to me the way they have in every single date that I've done.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Reggie Levert. I'm here to talk about my man, just a little bit about my man, Eric Nolan Grant. We call him Binky, that's what we call him. But the project, his CD, is Dynamite.
Hi, I'm a young school Ojays fan, and I love your music.
I'm Ashley Minor, and Eric is just wonderful. His Mood Swing album is, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Just freaking awesome.
Eric, I know you're doing your thing, and man, I'm wishing you the best. You go do it, Poppy.
Eric, I love you. I loved you on Box 6 this morning. I'm an old school Ojays fan. Love you.
Like a Christmas morning for an eagle story. Oh, like some lemonade on a lazy Saturday.
I'm getting really good at this. I'm getting really good at this. I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You're just waiting to see. I'm just telling you, it's been pretty good. The response has been overwhelming, and I'm not saying that because it's me saying it about me. I'm saying it because it's the truth. If I could tell you something different, I would tell you something different. So, what I always say about Eric Nolan is, I want to be good so I can become better, so I can become the best. And that's where I'm at now. I'm just trying to get really, really good at what I'm doing as a solo artist, because as a solo artist, I have so much respect for the Teddy Pendergrasses, for the Glenn Joneses, for the People Brysons, for the Marvin Gayes. I have so much respect for those guys, because when you're on stage, it's just you. When you're on stage, everything relies on you. What you give those people, how you perform to those people, and how you get those people to react to you. It's on you. At least with the Ojays, I got Eddie and Walt and me, and we feed off each other. But when it's just you, you're the everything. You have to feed off of you. You get your energy from the crowd, and you in return, you give it back. So you have to rely on you and be really good at being you. So the dates have been pretty good, and I like relying on me. I like it because it's a thing where you can't blame no one but yourself. That's it. Who is Eric Nolan? Eric Nolan believes that I can do anything that I set my mind to. I still think that there's a lot more to me. I don't think I've even tapped the surface of Eric Nolan. So I still got a lot to give, and I want to be in this business a long time. Y'all stay tuned, because the best of Eric Nolan is yet to come.